Hello, I'm Senator Mike Enzi. Thank you for all the comments and questions that you've called my office with, emailed me about, or posted on social media. It's great to hear from folks in Wyoming and their thoughts on the important issues affecting their lives. As Congress wraps up this end-of-the-year business, there's a lot to look back on. In 2013, we learned about the IRS targeting conservative nonprofits and the privacy violations of the NSA. We fought numerous fights over Obamacare spending and how to right our fiscal ship. I'm hopeful in the next year we'll be able to continue to address important issues and come together to do what's right for our country. Let's take a look at a few of the issues you've recently asked me about. Many of you left me comments on the new budget deal. Tess from Gillette said, "I hope you will not support a budget that promises cuts sometime in the future without making them today, right now." Patty from Buffalo said, "The budget deal is far from perfect, but at least it's bipartisan. Hopefully the start of something good." Dale from Buffalo said that we don't need more taxes any way, shape, or form. And John from Lance Creek asked me to fight this budget deal. This budget deal is like so many others. It puts off the hard decisions for the future. It actually steals money from the future and puts it into the present. And it takes it from accounts that are supposed to be trust funds. And it does it through increased taxes without letting people know that that's exactly how it's doing. But the biggest problem is that it spends more in the near future and then puts that on the tail end as big savings that we're going to do. It does appear to be bipartisan. The whole deal, and again, it's deal making, not legislating, was put together by a Republican from the House and a Democrat from the Senate. And that's without any input from anybody else. Oh yes, we got to do some opening statements, but there never was another meeting of the Conference Committee of the Budget. And then they put that forward as a take it or leave it deal. Harry Reid set it up so there can be no amendments to it. We've tried a couple of tactics to be able to put some amendments in there. Those have failed along party lines. So it's either a take it or leave it, and I won't take a take it or leave it that doesn't provide for the future by making cuts in the present. So I also heard continued concerns about the NSA spying program. Mike from Green River asked me to end this unwarranted, illegal, and unconstitutional activity taking place at the NSA. Laura from Kemmer asked that we defund and eliminate the NSA, which is operating outside of the Constitution. Kevin from Cheyenne said, "Stay after them, Mike. Get this abomination reined in." Bob from Laramie asked, "Wasn't it the Bush administration who created the NSA? Why didn't you campaign back then, Senator?" Clark from Story said, "Thanks for your efforts, Senator Enzi. You're on the right side of history in these matters, and the president and his party are on the wrong side." I don't believe that the government ought to be able to capture records, particularly without any kind of a legitimate warrant. That's how the thing was originally set up. It would have to appear before a judge and give a reason for a particular phone number. And that's always the way it's been. That's how we've handled drug dealers when we've been trying to track them down in the past. But this got completely out of hand. NSA disregarded the law. NSA started capturing everybody's phone number, and recently we heard that maybe they've been listening into all of the phone calls. That shouldn't happen in America. We've got to stop that. They shouldn't capture the records for NSA, but we also got to worry about the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which is capturing your financial records at the present time. I complained about that. I tried to get a privacy piece in there. I asked what it was for. They said so they could help you with your credit cards if you had a problem. I said, if you're having a problem, you ought to have to sign before they can look at your records. They said, well, we won't have all the records available first. I said that was wrong. I tried to get this bureau shut down. This bureau is funded before the money ever comes to the federal government. So we have no control over their budget, no control over their employees, no control over what they do. That shouldn't happen in America. I thank you for your watching and keeping me informed. If you haven't already, please go to my website and sign up for my monthly e-newsletter. Go to enzi.senate.gov and click on the sign up button on the right hand side of the screen. Also make sure to check off which issues are important to you. I want to make sure and keep you up to date on what's going on in Washington and what I'm working on for you. Before I go, Diana and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We hope you get to spend time with family and friends and reflect on all that we should be thankful for.